Well, folks, in today's video, we're going to be testing out these vintage N-scale engines I bought off of eBay. So a few weeks ago, as some of you may remember, I got these locomotives in the mail, and I've really wanted to test them ever since I got them because it didn't say whether or not in the eBay listing if any of them ran. So I have no idea if any of these things run or not. So we're going to find out today. I would guess that probably most of them won't run just because, when these things are being sold in sort of discount lots, the reason they're being sold that way is because they're usually not in great running order. But in any case, there's only one way to find out, and that's to test all these units and see what we've got. Anyway, let's get started. We're going to begin here with this little locomotive right here. It's a Penn Central locomotive. I don't know what kind it is. It might be a GP9 or a GP7. I'm no expert on locomotive types, but in any case, we're going to get this thing set up on the track and give it some power and see what it does. And I'm giving it power right now. We don't seem to have any movement, but it sounds like something in there is... Oh, yeah, look at that. We seem to have a runner here. It only seems to want to go one direction, mind you, so we may have a gearbox problem, but... oh, now it's going forwards. So, that's off to a good start. I guess we got one runner out of this lot, so that's good. Anyway, next up we've got this Pennsylvania F unit of some kind. I don't know a whole lot about it. It seems to be a Bachmann. I think it's either an F7 or maybe an F9. I'm not entirely sure, but in any case, let's put this thing on the track and give it some power. The Bachmann N-scale variety I find is actually way more reliable than the HO scale variety of the same era. I don't have a crazy amount of experience with the N-scale models, but every time I've worked with one, they usually have been better for starting. But anyway, let's give this one some power. Wow, look at that! Seems like we have a runner in this one. In fact, that's actually running kind of nicely. It's even doing some low speed there. Well, it was. Might need wheel cleaning. In any case, even if these engines run, I will open them up and service them just to make sure they're all good, because obviously if these things, were made 40 years ago, you don't know if the last owners ever lubricated them or not, or changed the oil, so we have to make sure they're at least in prime condition. Anyway, we'll try this one out. I'm not sure if it's going to go. It's the same as the other one pretty much, but it looks like the back truck is a little bit messed up. Something seems a bit out of place there, so not sure if this one's going to go, but in either way, we're going to have to fix that at some point. But let's give it some power. Oh. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that's quite surprising right there. We've got another runner. Even with that weird truck, it seems to be going. So far we've been pretty lucky. We got 3 out of 3 tested there, and well, we got runners out of all of them. Now we got this one right here. This is a really cool engine. This is one of the main reasons I bought this lot. It's an old Atlas, but you can see it's got 4 wheels on the front and 6 on the back, so really weird configuration. I really hope this one runs, because it's kind of one of the more exciting ones of the bunch, but you never know. Anyway, I'm giving it some power right now. It doesn't appear to be moving. Let's try jiggling it on the track. We now have a light on. I'm not sure if you can see that, but it is lit. We'll try changing the direction. And unfortunately, it would seem that this engine does not run. So I guess that will be a restoration for the future. I'm going to put that one on this side just so that we separate the working ones from the non-working ones. Anyway, next up we got this little 040, really cute little Pennsylvania switcher. This is a Lima. The little N-scale 040s, as far as I've been told, and in my experience, are not the most reliable, so not so sure this thing's going to start. But in any case, let's give it some power and see if she goes here. I'm giving it power, and there doesn't seem to be any response. I did just hear a little something. When I kind of working on the track here, it does, there is a little bit of feedback from the motor, but it's nothing significant. So that one may be another restoration project. Yeah, it's like I said though, when you buy these things in questionable condition, you really don't know what you're getting, so it's not surprising that a few of them won't run. This one, I don't exactly know the manufacturer of it, but yeah, might spring to life if we're lucky. It's another kind of more interesting one of the lot. And anyway, if we give this thing some power, wow, look at that. We seem to have a runner. It's not the fastest engine for how much power I'm giving it, but you know, that's not bad. We can definitely work with that. So yeah, I'll call that another success. Next off, we've got this Pennsylvania Alco of some kind, die cast. Anyway, we're going to give this thing some power and see if it goes. Really have no idea if this is a reliable make or not. Something does seem a bit off. It's sort of tilted on the track. But anyway, if we give this thing some power, it's definitely trying to go. It's even moving a little bit, but... Ah. Okay, so doesn't move backwards so great, but it is kind of running. Definitely needs a bit of work, but I'll call that a runner. Next off, I've got this Burlington Northern unit. Don't know what this is exactly. It's either a GP40 or maybe a GP38. I'm not entirely sure. I'm no expert on locomotive types, as you can all probably tell, but in any case, let's see if she runs. We might be lucky with this one. Let's give it some power. I saw a light there. And, wow, that seems to be a runner. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm pretty happy about that. Got another runner here. And then we've got the same body style of locomotive, but in a Penn Central paint scheme. Let's see if this one will go. It might be a bit of a different drive on the inside, though. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, I'm giving this thing some power. I am hearing something from the motor here. In fact, it seems like it's trying to go. Try changing the direction. Oh yeah, well, it's coming back. Let's try wiggling it a little. Sometimes with these things, when they've been sitting for a while, the commutators can oxidize, and when you get them moving again, the brushes actually scrape off the oxidization and the loco starts running. So if we just kind of let this thing move, it might start running. I don't know. It may also just need maintenance. Yeah, I think that one's going to need some work, but it's definitely got the potential to run, which is absolutely fantastic. I'll put that in the running section. Anyway, next up we got this really large Pennsylvania unit from Lima. No idea if this thing's going to run. The wheels look a little weird. Quite oxidized, so don't know if that's going to start, but we'll try it. You never know. Sometimes these things can be surprising. I'm giving it power. I did see something there. It's trying to go. Let's give it full power here. And well, okay, that's not bad. Full power this direction. I think the motor and drivetrain is good. I think the oxidized wheels are just holding it back, so that shouldn't be too difficult to fix. Honestly, all we have to do is just polish up those wheels and give it a bit of oil, and I think this one could be a runner. So yeah, I will also call that one a success. I think that's pretty good. So there's that. And next, or last of all, I should say, we've got this one. It's identical to the other one which we tried to run earlier. This one, to me, though, looks like the trucks are even. Let's see when we set it up on the track here. Okay, that doesn't seem bad. I think this one might just go. No. Yeah, we've got a runner. Very nice. And we'll back up. Yep, seems to be pretty good. So, yeah, overall, the vast majority of these things ran, which is something I was surprised by. Honestly, I thought most of these were going to be kind of junked, which, I mean, they're not the greatest looking engines out there, but I'm very happy with them for what I paid. Considering they're all runners, I'm quite happy with that. I also got this one in the lot. I didn't try to run it, obviously, because it's a dummy. It just doesn't have any power system. I'm curious, though, how it would look with this thing. I know it doesn't run, but in any case, we can still kind of set them up together and see how they'd look. I'm pretty confident we'll be able to get this one running, honestly, so if we do, yes, we can have a nice little setup like that. That would be great. So yeah, pretty happy with that. Well, folks, that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. I certainly enjoyed getting to test all of these locomotives out, and I'm frankly amazed by how many of them turned out to be runners. I really wasn't expecting that, but it was a pleasant surprise, and I'm not going to argue with a good thing, so I guess we'll just leave it at that. As for the engines which don't run, I'm pretty confident we'll be able to get them running again, so they should make for some fun projects in the future. So yeah, even in those cases, I don't think it's that bad. I think overall made off pretty well with this lot. So anyways, with that, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching.